Hello, and welcome to your practice. So, our theme for today's practice is inner body awareness. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Begin by closing your eyes down in your comfortable seat. Your comfortable seat can be whatever is most comfortable for your body. So, you may perhaps want to sit on something if you're down on the floor on your mat. You have any stuff going on in your lower body, such as your knees or your feet, ankles, you may prefer to sit in a chair if sitting all the way down on the ground is not comfortable for you, because we'll be here for a few minutes. And so, wherever you are, straighten and lengthen your spine as you close your eyes down. Let your shoulders soften down your back. And your hands can be one hand resting in the other in your lap, or perhaps your palms are facing up towards the sky, resting on your somewhere on your legs, on your upper legs or on your knees. Soften your face, your neck, and your jaw. And just begin to tune in to your natural breath pattern. As you inhale, you're going to feel your belly, your rib cage, your side bodies, and your chest expand as deeply as they will go. And as you exhale, you're going to feel all of those areas just gently relax back towards your back body. So just taking a few moments here to settle into the here and the now, settle into this moment. So the inner body awareness theme is inspired by an audiobook that I just finished listening to by an author by the name of Eckhart Tolle. And the name of this book is called The Power of Now. Basically, the book focuses on our presence, being in the present moment. So that's the only place that life really happens. The past is gone and the future remains to be seen. The place that life is really happening is in this present moment. Very challenging place to be sometimes. So one of the ways that you can practice this, practice presence, to bring your attention to your inner body. And so we're going to do a very short inner body awareness meditation. So bringing your right palm to rest on your heart, and your left palm rests on your belly. Taking a few moments to tune into that feeling. So tuning into the feeling of each one of your palms resting on both of these areas of your body. And just once again tuning into the natural rhythm of your breath. And As you have your attention on your breath, perhaps you let that attention sink down even more deeply. So perhaps you begin to tune in with some of the functions of your parasympathetic nervous system. Breathing is one of those functions. And perhaps now you let your attention travel down to your digestive system. Whether you've eaten or drank anything recently is irrelevant. Digestive system is always working to keep its own self, that area of your body, homeostasis, so in normal function. There are always things going on in that area of your body to help regulate this. So perhaps you tune into, just bring your attention to that area of your body. So your stomach, your intestines. Send your attention there, noticing if you feel or sense sort of actions in that area. No judgments, just observations. And then begin to let your attention travel down to your pelvis. So your area right where your legs connect to your torso, to your upper body. Your hips. It's also where our reproductive systems are. So if your attention rests here, perhaps you notice any sort of actions that may be going on there. And once again, if you're feeling any discomfort or anything of the like, no judgments, just observations. Observe. Maybe even get curious. What's really happening here? Now just gently let your attention travel up through your midsection. And let it swirl around to the posterior, the back side of your body. And let it rest now in the area of your spine. Your backbone. That long, bony structure holds you up and keeps you going. So once again, just observations, no judgments. Let your attention gently travel the very tip of your tailbone all the way up to the very top of your neck. So just let your attention walk the entire length of your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Noticing what you feel there. Once your attention is resting at the very top of your neck, let it swirl around now to the front of gently rest at your heart space. Perhaps you bring your attention underneath of your palm, your right palm, where that's resting on your heart. Or perhaps you just allow your attention to just generally rest in the area of your chest. Perhaps you tune in to the natural rhythm of your breath. That's enough for you. Or perhaps you'd like to go deeper. So perhaps you bring your attention to the beating of your heart. Sensations as the air moves in and out of your lungs. And perhaps you let your attention sink even more deeply down into the very, very deepest part of your veins, your arteries, your veins, feeling the blood flowing through them. Your attention rests there for just a few moments. And releasing your hands down now. Place your palms on your knees. Slowly flutter your eyes open. We'll begin our short round of movement practice with some seated cat-cows. And I encourage you, as you move throughout your practice today, you can just keep one ear or one eye focused on body awareness. On your next inhale, you're going to arc your spine, look up towards the sky, shrug your shoulders down your back. And then as you exhale, round your spine, draw your chin in towards your chest, navel to spine. Inhale two, arc the spine, look up towards the sky. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, arc the spine, look up high, shoulders down the back. Exhale two, round the spine and draw your chin in towards your chest. Two more. Inhale two, arc the spine, look up high, shoulders down the back, shrug together. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Last one. Inhale, arc the spine, look up high. And then exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, navel to spine. Hold your navel in for just a moment. And then inhale, we make our way back through a neutral spine. Then as you exhale, we're going to meet in our tabletop positions or all fours position. So just remove any props that you may have. If you have a hard floor, you may want some padding under your knees, such as a blanket. Little blankets are really nice for padding. I do not need that, so I'm not going to use it. All right, so now our traditional cat-cows on all fours. Beginning with a neutral spine, grip your mat with your finger pads. Press down through the four corners of your palms, gently straightening your arms as much as you can, and see if you can round with the very tips of your shoulder heads down and away from your ears. It gives you a little more stability in your shoulder girdle, and if you can't do that, that's okay. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, pull the heart through the shoulder blades for cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale two, drop the belly, raise the hips, pull the heart through. Then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine, pressing the earth away. 3 more of these. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, pull the heart through, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, navel to spine. Inhale, 2, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Last one, inhale, 2, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up. And then exhale, we come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands out in front of you, just a few paces. Curl your toes and hinge your hips for your first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a moment here to press firmly through the four corners of the palms once again. Grip your mat with your finger pads, and perhaps you find some movement. So pedaling your feet, bending your knees. Maybe even get your torso to twist from side to side. Maybe even shake your head, yes and no. We're here for just a couple of breaths. So as you get lost in this movement, if you are moving, you can always stay still. Always option to do that. As you get lost in this movement, perhaps you bring your awareness back to some of those inner body functions that we visited just a few minutes ago. Wherever you are, breathe deep. Your inhales are going to expand your entire rib cage, front to back, up into your chest, into your heart space. And your exhales are going to bring all of those areas back towards your back body. Coming back to center, back to stillness. Next, inhale, press the earth away, look up in between your hands. You're going to raise your right toes up behind you, and you can always do this with this knee down, so you do not have to do it from a standing position. And then as you exhale, round your spine, draw your right knee in towards your nose, and step your right foot in between your hands. Dropping your left heel off towards the right long edge of the mat. Next, inhale, drag your left fingertips forward and up in front of you. Circle your left fingers, your left hand around behind you. Exhale, we need Virabhadrasana to Warrior 2 posture. Stretching all 10 fingers nice and wide. Your gaze is over your right middle finger. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Take a moment to see if you can see your right big toe. Take a full breath in right here. On your breath out, right palm goes up towards the sky. And then inhale to reverse warrior. So you are going to bring your left palm to rest somewhere on your left leg. Right fingertips over right ear. Exhale, see if you can turn your gaze up towards the sky. Take a full breath in right here. And then on your breath out, make your way back through Warrior 2. Inhale deeply in through your nose. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Make your way to Trikonasana, triangle pose. So your right hand rests somewhere on your right leg. Perhaps a block would come in handy here. If you can't reach your hand all the way down, you can have the block on the outside or inside of your right foot. I'm just going to keep it there. Take a full inhale here in through your nose. Your right knee is as straight as it can be. Left fingertips up towards the sky. See if you can gaze up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder behind your left ear and see if you can tuck your tailbone just gently out in front of you. Take a full inhale here in through your nose. And then exhale, allow the left arm to drape over the left ear, stretching out through your left fingertips. So we're going to take 2 breaths right here. If you can close your eyes down, inhale deeply in through your nose. And exhale. On your next inhale, just take a quick visit to some inner body awareness. And then exhale to release. Circle the left arm down, around, and in front of you. And then inhale, we meet in our wide-legged stance. So we're getting ready to visit Prasarita Padottanasana. Exhale to bring the crown of the head down towards the earth. We are here for 3 breaths, so take a full inhale in through your nose, pressing down firmly through the 4 corners of the feet, and exhale to stay. So keeping a slight bend in your knees here is also an option. Take another full deep inhale in through the nose, and exhale. Inhale deeply in through your nose, raising up to a flat back. And exhale, we're going to make our way up on the other side. So turn your left toes to face the short edge of the back of your mat. And on your next inhale, you may want to grab a hold of your block here. You are making your way up to your Trikonasana, your triangle posture on the other side. So straightening the left leg as much as you can. Use your block to rest your hand on if you have one. If not, you just rest it on your leg. Next, inhale, reach firmly through the right fingertips. See if you can press your tailbone towards this long edge of your mat. And then exhale, bring your gaze up towards your right hand. Take a full deep inhale here in through your nose. Exhale, let your right arm drape over your right ear. And we are here for 2 breaths. So inhale into some inner body awareness. Your digestive system, your heart space. Exhale, navel towards the spine. Take a full inhale here. Your shoulders, face, and neck are soft. And then exhale to stay. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale to come back to your wide-legged stance. We are here for 1 breath. So inhale to raise up to a flat back. Shoulders are down the ears. Tailbone is gently tucked forward. And then exhale, we're going to turn towards the front edge of the mat. Inhale to lower the hips down to come into your low runner's lunge. And then exhale to plant your palms, step, step. Let your knees hit the earth and bring your hips down towards your heels, forehead towards the earth, or your child's pose. Take a full deep inhale in through the nose, expanding out through your belly, chest, and side bodies. And then exhale to stay. Take another deep inhale here. Quick visit to our inner body awareness. Exhale to stay. Another deep breath in right here. And exhale. Next, inhale. Look up in between your hands. And then as you exhale, once again, curl your toes, hinge your hips. Come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pressing down through the 4 corners of the palms, grip your mat with your finger pads, and perhaps once again you visit the movement, pedaling your feet, bending your knees. Breathing deep, letting your attention sink down deeply into the innermost crevices of your body. Coming back to center, back to stillness. Next, inhale, bend your knees, raise your heels and hips up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, heels and heart are going to melt down to the earth. We're going to do those same movements on the other side. I'm just going to turn around. So I do not end up backwards. Next, inhale, left toes are gonna float up high. And once again, remember, you can keep this bottom knee down. So you can do this from a tabletop position. And then as you exhale, you're gonna draw your left knee in towards your chest, round your spine, and step your left foot in between your hands. Bringing your right heel to face the long edge of the mat behind you. Drag your right fingertips forward and up as you inhale. And then exhale, we meet in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 on the left side. Your gaze is over your left middle finger. You want to check that your left knee is stacked over your left ankle, and hopefully you can see your left big toe. Take a full inhale here in through the nose. Tuck your tailbone gently forward. Flipping your palm, your left palm up towards the sky. Exhale, we are going to make our way to reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Take a full inhale here in through your nose. Your right hand rests lightly on your right leg. Left fingertips over left ear. This time as you exhale, we're going to make our way back through our warrior 2. And then inhale into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Tucking your tailbone forward. Right fingertips are up towards the sky. Exhale, see if you can bring your gaze up towards your right hand. So you really want to keep your shoulders down your back, away from your ears here. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. And then on your breath out, let your right arm drape over your right ear. Take a full inhale here in through your nose. Perhaps you close your eyes. Bring your attention just for a moment to inner body awareness. And then exhale 2. Swing the right arm down and around. Inhale, we're making our way to our Prasarita Padottanasana, our wide-legged forward fold stance. And then exhale, crown of the head comes down towards the earth. So it is totally okay if the crown of the head does not come down very far. Taking a moment here to ground down through the 4 corners of the feet. Drawing the arches of the feet up towards the knees. Feel how that turns on the inner legs here. The innermost portion of your lower legs. On your next inhale, you're going to raise up once again to a flat back. Shoulders are down your back. Exhale, same, other side. So your right toes are facing the right front edge of the mat. Inhale, let your left fingertips come forward, up and around. Exhale, warrior 2 on the right side. Take a full inhale here, stretch through all 10 fingers. Exhale, Trikonasana. So your right hand rests on your right leg. Perhaps I did not use the block on the other side, but that's okay. Not this last time. Perhaps you used the block on the outside of the right leg. Next, inhale, raise your left fingertips up towards the sky. Tuck your tailbone forward. Exhale, close your eyes down and let your left arm drape over your left ear. So if you're too wobbly to close your eyes, that's okay. You can always keep them open. Inhale, stretch through the left fingertips. Tailbone is tucked forward. Enjoying the sensations. Back to our inner body awareness. And then exhale 2. Turn your left heel up. Making your way down once again to your low runner's lunge. As you inhale, shrug your shoulders down your back. And always keep in mind, you can drop that back knee down if that feels best in your body. And exhale, plant your palms, step, knees drop to the earth. And then once again, we make our way to our child's pose. So if your hips are like mine, they don't quite come to your heels, you can always use a prop underneath of them. And if it's more comfortable for you, you can spread your knees wide in your child's pose. Take a full deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep inhale here. Exhale to release. Last one, deepest inhale. Feel your rib cage expand. And exhale to release. You're going to press the earth away. Look up in between your palms. Raising yourself back up. Remove your props. And you're going to make your way all the way down onto your back. And you may want a prop to lay down on. Where we are going to end our class. You may choose to find the most comfortable position. You come into your reclined position. Notice I'm using a prop. I also folded my legs in together. I'm letting my palms rest up towards the sky. But feel free to get creative. So you do not necessarily have to take the same position I'm taking. Perhaps you come back to a seat. Perhaps you stretch out long with no props, taking your traditional Shavasana position. This is the place where we rest and we let our body soak up the entire full benefits of this wonderful practice. Make sure it's as restful and comfortable as it can be. Releasing all of this work we just did down into the earth. Just rest. So we're going to do another short inner body awareness meditation. And so bringing your attention now to your feet. And starting at your heels, let your attention travel up across the soles of your feet, over your toes, up over the tops of your feet. Let that attention travel and swirl up the backs, around your calves, the backs of your lower legs. Let it swirl around to your shins, up over your knees. Let that attention now travel around to your hamstrings, so the back sides of your upper legs, making its way up as it swirls around to travel over the fronts of your thighs. And letting your attention now travel up and land in your pelvis. Acknowledging where your reproductive system is. Reproductive and elimination areas are. And continuing on, we'll let our attention swirl around to the back sides of the hips, to the uppermost portion of your lumbar spine, and then up through your thoracic into your cervical spine. And let your attention travel up the back of your head, over the crown of your head. Spiritually, this is our connection to the divine. Let that attention travel over your face. So just let it wash over your face, down over your throat, and splitting it in half, let it travel over the tops of your shoulders, down over the tops of your arms, and let it swirl around to the front side of your arms, your upper arms, and then into the back side. And down over the back sides of your lower arms, let it swirl around to the front sides of your lower arms. And let your attention land a moment in your palms. And just feel the energy of your attention in your palms. Moving along, we're going to let that attention travel back up over your lower arms into your upper arm, to your shoulders. Let that dual attention connect together. The very center of the top of your chest, so your lower neck and upper chest. And then let that attention land, let it travel over your heart space and land very core at the very center of your being. Your left palm to rest on your heart and your right palm to rest on your belly. Take 3 natural breaths here, feeling your natural breath pattern. Palms of your hands. And once you've completed your 3rd breath, very slowly and gently release your palms from your midsection. On your way, nice and slow and smooth, you make your way back to your seated position. So perhaps you bend your knees, and perhaps you come off of your prop and roll over onto one side. Slowly begin to flutter your eyes open. And then just gently press yourself back up to your seated position. Perhaps you're sitting on something once again. And as you come back to your seated position, in a moment, and get all of your fidgets out. One last moment to close your eyes down. Straighten and lengthen your spine. Soften your face, your neck, and your jaw. Letting your tongue come off the roof. Your shoulders just softly roll down your back. Notice. Notice the difference of the feeling in your body and in your energy field from when we began class. Your palms to touch at heart center. Bow your chin in toward your chest. Thank your body and your breath for this practice. And thank yourself for showing up. We walk off of our mats and out into the world. We occasionally, at least, find ways to tap into more inner body awareness. Bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center as you bow your chin in toward your chest. And the light and the dark in me honors the light and the dark in you. Namaste.